Good morning to all. Welcome to this channel. Today we discuss about retention. What is retention? Retention is common term which is used in pulp and paper industry. The retaining of fibers and fillers. That is called first to pass filler retention. First to pass fiber retention are sometimes called first to pass hash retention like that. The first to pass fiber retention FP, first to pass fiber FR, first to pass fiber retention is very important to run the paper machine, especially for AKD and ASA sizing. The retention of fines in wet end system, which directly affects the ASA AKD sizing. During our normal acid sizing, we are using alum and rosin, which form a aluminum rosinate. The compound precipitate on the fiber surface, which makes the paper as water repellent agent. But after that, the scenario has been changed to acid sizing to alkaline sizing. The invention of AKD and ASK tremendously changed the filler quality. The important thing is the retention is the retention testing method is very important. And the primary thing is where the sample is to be taken for the test. So there are three areas we have seen in the 14-year wire. First tray, second tray, and finally is called vacuum trays. But in high speed machines, whether it is a twin wire or some other types of wires, we can directly gets from white water tank. The inlet sample of head box and final white water system sampling is to be properly collected, and the filtration should be done by Wattman filter paper. Normally in pulp and paper industry they are doing the retention test by some other local papers. It is not correct. Please go for standard operating procedures. Then another thing is the retention calculation should be properly done. I request all the laboratory peoples or R&D peoples don't manipulate any lab results to satisfy the management or satisfy the paper machine people or satisfy the chemical. The laboratory people I saw in many mills, they are ready to manipulate the results. It is not correct. Whatever the results comes, please put it in the logbook and go through the root cause why the retention comes down. So please see the root cause. The retention normally without any retention aids, whether it is a cationic polyacrylamide or anionic polyacrylamide, without any retention aid, all the wires, whether it is a 14-year or any other types of wires, it gives 45 to 55 percentage retention. That is a normal practice. If you are adding some polymer substance to neutralizing the zeta potential or neutralizing the characteristic electropotential which has been present in the pulp system. Normally, the zeta potential has been maintained as minus 100 to plus 100 millivolt. Normally, 50 plus 50 millivolt to plus 100 millivolt is good for paper making because it enhances the bonding between the fiber. Fiber is a negative charge. You know very well. The selection of retention aid is very important based on the jar test. Sometimes you can come across the retention drainage, the value. You can measure it the SR tester. That 30 seconds you can put the close the bottom of the nozzle. The side arc is 30 seconds. The volume of water has been collected. You can measure at more than 500 ml. It is not correct. It is false. So 50 percentage of water value may be given by any polymers. It is a wrong selection. Please go for any other polymer selection. So the retention sampling point, retention testing method is very very important. Another thing is the ash retention, the tube temperature, it should be properly maintained 550 560 degrees centigrade for one types of filler. If you are using soapstones powder, please go for 900 degree. Any calcium carbonate related fillers, please go for 556 600. 550 is normal because of at the temperature calcium carbonate converts as a CO2. So we want to take the total amount of filler present in the paper. Retention is very very important to run the paper machine. Then another thing is you can measure the turbidity of backwater system along with the consistency. Normally the recommended consistency is 0.1 percentage. This is the normal practice. That means 1000 ppm. The recommended turbidity you can come across based on your machine configuration. The retention of fibers and fillers you can read for further details. Retention of fibers and fillers. The TAPI standard book, the cover is green color. So please go for TAPI standard books. How to retain the fibers and fillers. The mechanical properties, not only mechanical properties, the optical properties has been modified by the fines present in the paper. The fines directly affect the runnability of paper machine, couch vacuum, and other vacuum system present in the machine. And also it is directly affect the closeness, porosity of the paper. And also it is severely affect the surface sizing and wet end sizing, AKD and ASA sizing. So please keep on watching the retention testing method and retention value, and be properly take the sample and correlate the value with the process conditions. Don't manipulate the retention value or any other lab values at any cost. So thank for your watching. Keep on subscribers, keep on watching every day. Thank you all.